When I look at where I was before, fear was just a big part of who I was. I just kind of stopped going to church. When COVID kicked in, that desire to drink just really took over my life. The company I worked for closed every office, and my way of coping with all of that was to drink more. My body just completely surrendered.
He was all disoriented and he collapsed. I decided to take him to the emergency room.
I didn't really know what to expect. Even though he was able to speak, he's not forming coherent sentences. I didn't know if he was able to operate on his own. It was horrifying.
I spent a few weeks there being detoxed from alcohol. Most folks come back out, and that didn't happen for me. My health had reached a point where I was psychotic.
Joe's Aunt Jerry, she's a nurse, and she would relay things back to the doctors and nurses for me. They didn't think he was going to recover. And they diagnosed him with Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, which caused all these neurological, physiological effects. He was hallucinating. He didn't even know who I was. You have to start looking into long-term care facilities because this is how he's going to be, probably, the rest of his life.
They tried everything and nothing worked. A switch was flipped and I was normal.
Kind of just showed up at the door, gave him a big hug, and it was just a wave of relief.
Just a couple of days ago, he wasn't able to feed or to dress himself. How could this possibly be?
Spoke to Aunt Jerry, and she started sobbing. She said, I prayed to Father McGivney to save you. Do I think that intercession is Father McGivney's work? And in my heart, I know it is. As far as we believe is my great-grandfather was Father McGivney's third cousin. Wait a minute, I may be related to this incredibly saintly man. My belief in God suddenly became really, really important to me. This horrible life that I had suddenly found myself in, and turning that over to his care sounded like a really good idea. I felt in that moment what I believe was his presence.
He has completely changed as a person. He seems to just be happy.
He has a different perspective on life.
My priorities now became my family, my faith. I decided to join the Knights. It is evident that these are people that put a high priority on serving others. Joining the Knights gives you the opportunity to do that.
Seeing my dad go to these community service opportunities became something I could do with my dad. I became a member of the Knights of Columbus, and it's really inspiring and motivational to helping the community.
The ability for me to honor Father McGivney through the works that are done by the Knights is really humbling and overwhelming.